Hey, good morning, Mizzou fans. Gabe DeArmond about 500 yards and 8 hours away from Mizzou versus Drake at Intrust Bank Arena in the first round of the NCAA Tournament here in Wichita. PM in the AM, brought to you, as always, by Cornerstone Family Medicine. You can check them out at cornerstonefmclinic.com. The big things you got to know: virtual access 24/7 to a provider. They're always going to be somebody there that you can talk to, set up an appointment. You're always going to get in that day or the next day. They're looking to save you money over high deductible insurance, or honestly just get you in to see a doctor and get right quicker than maybe waiting for your primary care physician. So check them out at cornerstonefmclinic.com. All right, we have broken down Mizzou Drake from 800 different angles over the last 4 days since Selection Sunday. The game is now here. We are talking keys. You guys already know I've picked Missouri. I think Missouri has a decent chance. I think there's a better chance Missouri wins by double digits than that Missouri loses tonight. That does not mean Drake can't win. Upsets happen in March every year. Something is going to happen over the next 12 hours that none of us see coming. Not impossible, but I like Missouri's matchup. But what do they have to do? What are the keys to beating this Drake team, which has only been beaten 3 times this season in 33 games? Give you 3. Number 1 is, it's not really a tactical thing. It's simply don't get frustrated. Don't get annoyed that Drake is sitting here taking 28 seconds every time they have the ball, and you're not getting out and running, and you're not getting to play the game you want to play. Obviously, Missouri would love to speed up the pace. Anytime there is an opportunity to run, Missouri should get out and do it, but don't force it. The bad sign for Missouri in this one offensively, to me, will be if you see multiple possessions early in the game where they're just swinging the ball around the three-point line and then taking a 25-foot shot. They need to take threes. Caleb Groh can take them from a long way away, but they need to come through the offense, off of drives, off of good ball movement, not just throw the ball around and settle for a long shot. Part 2, kind of related to that. The most important thing for Missouri offensively: get in the paint. I don't care if you do it with an entry pass. I don't care if you do it with a lob to Josh Gray over, he's 4 inches taller than everybody. Now, I'm not saying Josh Gray necessarily scores off of that, but it is a way to get the ball in the paint. You can do it with drives. You can do it any way you want, but you have to get the ball in the lane against this Drake team. You have to find seams in this defense. Drake is 303rd in the country in 2-point field goal percentage defense. Top 100 teams this year shot 65% on 2-point baskets against Drake. If you can get the ball in the lane, not only can you score primarily, I would think, with Mark Mitchell. I think Tony Perkins and Tamar Bates can do damage in there, but that also leads to the kick out, and then you have an open 3-point shot in rhythm, as opposed to those 3-pointers I was talking about earlier that are just, hey, they're not coming out this far to guard us, we're going to heave it up. Third key: give me Anthony Robinson defending without fouling too much. I'm not going to say without fouling. I think that is an unreasonable request after having watched 2 years of Anthony Robinson. He is going to commit some fouls in this game. I would be shocked if he does not have 3 by the end of the night, and wouldn't be at all surprised if it's 4. You hope it's not 5. But Robinson is mostly going to be on Bennett Sturtz, who is the MVC player of the year. He kind of makes everything go for Drake. He almost never comes off the floor, and he almost always has the ball in his hands. Defending without fouling is a key for this whole team, but specifically for Anthony Robinson. If he can have a game where he has 3, 4, maybe even 5 steals, that is a game changer for Missouri, because Anthony Robinson steals are going to largely be out on the perimeter. They are going to lead to fast break opportunities, which is something Missouri desperately wants. Drake desperately does not want. Again, tip-off 6:35 tonight. Intrust Bank Arena. The game is on True TV. Drew King and I are going to go over to the arena, mid-afternoon, probably catch some Georgia Gonzaga. We will have on-site coverage for you throughout the day. We will be back with a post-game show, the Bruning Law Firm post-game show, shooting for a 9:30 start time. NCAA Tournament post-game sometimes takes a little while. We're going to have to find a place to set up, but we will be with you tonight after this one. We're either talking about the end of the season or looking forward to a matchup in the second round on Saturday with Texas Tech or UNC Wilmington. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll talk to you tonight.